Hey guys, Bhargav here. Today I want to continue with the grammar series, and today we are going to be talking about verb forms. When you search on the internet for verb forms, you are usually going to find charts that show the present form, the past form, and the past participle form. These are usually known as verb 1, verb 2, or verb 3 forms respectively. I want to just expand on that. Where are these verb forms used and why are there different forms? Well, the thing is, we covered tenses last week, right? In the last video. And verbs are like the chameleons of language. They change their form based on their surroundings. Here, our surroundings are what we want to exactly communicate. What action are we talking about? What is the time frame? When did this action happen? And the status, which is the aspect of that action. Is it going on? Is it something habitual? Is it something that happens regularly? Is it something that started in the past and got over right now? All of these things change the form of the word, right? Now let's look at this chart. Now these are just 4 verbs that I've written here. Obviously there are a lot more verbs, and you can get a lot, lists of verb forms, especially irregular verb forms, very easily on the internet. But there are just certain types of changes in verbs that I wanted to cover. The one that we are most used to, the standard change in verb form, is talk, talked, talked. Ed. That is fundamentally what is added in the past tense form of a verb, ed. This is the standard form, and for ing all you need to do is just add ing at the end. Progressive means continuous. But there are other patterns that verbs follow when they change their forms. For example, eat, ate, eaten. Speak, spoke, spoken. Right? And they also just need add an ing at the end for their progressive form. Run is yet another type of verb form where the present is run, the past is ran, but the past participle, instead of being ran, it's actually run. The past participle form goes back to the present form. Run, ran, run. Another interesting thing is, when you make it into a progressive form, the last letter of the word is used twice. Running has double N. Yet another form of the verbs is, for example, cut, where it doesn't matter whether it is present, past, or past participle, it does not change its form. It remains cut throughout. Cut, cut, cut. And just like running, in the progressive form, the last letter of the word is repeated to have 2 T's at the end. Another example of this form is put, 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 putting. Right? I hope you've been able to understand the different variations in verb forms because this is very important, right? Like I said in the first video when we started this grammar series, there are 4 important concepts of grammar that are fundamental to the language. And unless you are near perfect in using these 4 important concepts, you will not receive 6 or 6.5 bands. And these 4 concepts are verb forms, tenses, word forms, and conjunctions used to make complex sentences, right? And this is very important in that. In the next week, I am going to be making a video which is connected to verb forms, which is subject-verb agreement, right? Look forward to that video because this is one of those common mistakes which students make all the time, and they lose a lot of marks because of that. If you feel like you are getting stuck at 5.5, maybe this might help you get to 6 bands, right? And please do like, comment, and subscribe on this video. It really does help us out. And if you have, if you like this video and you want to keep following us and want to know when the next video comes out, please ring the bell icon. right? Hope to see you again soon. Bye.